that moment, he didn't arrive yet. My mind started to be so impressed that I just could be on present. There was not more distractions. This space on the Mondays in Happy Yoga, where I offered till today Maha Mantra, meditation, and at the very beginning it was just that, Maha Mantra and meditation. And this was something important in my life. When I think about him, I remember a man who didn't stop. He was Bhagavan 24 hours.
Welcome everybody. Today we are again have come together for Bhakti Yoga, experiencing the divine in Bhagavan. So as we see that in nowadays in these classes, the devotees of Bhagavan, they come and they speak about about their experiences with Bhagavan. So today we are very happy and very fortunate that we have a very very special devotee of Bhagavan. He has made a lot of a huge name for himself and a huge name for International Vedanta Society and Bhagavan through his bhajans, through his kirtans, through his music in Europe, in the United States, as well as in India. People also nowadays listen to Manu Om, and I'm so happy that whenever you go and search music in Instagram, you find the music of Manu Om. So today we have Manu Om with us, our own Manel, Manu Om, aka Manel. So he's from Barcelona. He has been associated with Bhagavan for a long time. The first contact when he came to Varanasi during 2006 International Convention. And in that convention itself, on the day when we were going to Sarnath, on that day particularly, Manel had a very strong experience, transcendental experience. And after that, slowly there was a transformation in him. And now we see him, he's a very good, musician, and he has a lot of CDs for himself. He has written a lot of songs on Bhagavan, and which are very popular nowadays, and there's so much fan following. So, Manel, welcome to Bhakti Yoga, experiencing the divine in Bhagavan.
Thank you, Swamiji.
Now this will be a question answer session, because in this way this is better. You say something continuously, and if we talk like a discussion, that also people get more interested. So this will be a question answer session. So the first question that I want to ask you is, how was Manel Melich Solana, aka Manu Om, before he had met Bhagavan? Can you describe him?
Yes, I think so. It seems it was another life. I remember when Guruji Bhagavan told us that now you are born again. No, when we met him in 2006, yes. And it's true, because now you are asking me about this guy that I was before, and when I put my memory back, it's like I'm going through a memory from some other person, like I'm going into the mind to another person, different person. I remember very much how depressed I was. And I remember that my depression wasn't in the spotlight. Nobody knew. So I had a type of a way of relating to my people, which wasn't sincere, because I was very afraid of their judgments. So that was a huge, very strong cage, jail, because it goes in circles. At the moment I wasn't being sincere to my people, I wasn't connecting, I wasn't being in a true love relationship, and so I was more depressed. And that becomes stronger and stronger. More depressed I felt, more need to hide. So this is fast. I could talk much more, but fast. The important thing I remember from that time, is this condition. At the same time, it's true that it doesn't help the fact that my mom's career in yoga was very success at that time. So I couldn't hide as well from the condition of being the son of, and so when I was in that type of environment, I felt the need of showing a part of myself was smiley and happy, but it wasn't sincere. It doesn't help the environment at that moment. Yes. And the positive thing of that, Manel, of that time, is that I always was very sensitive and sensible to a type of freedom, spirituality. I didn't know. I didn't have the knowledge, but I was always very open mind. I always wanted to know, because yeah. I think that this was the fact that helped me once I came to Varanasi. Yeah. I was open.
Yeah, because I remember when you came in Varanasi in 2006. Before your coming, we had a talk. We had a telephonic talk just to get introduced to each other. So yeah, and when you came, so India was you came to India for the very first time, and that also in Varanasi. And at that time, Varanasi was a mess. Completely. There was no traffic rules. There was nothing. And suddenly you arrive in this, and then you see Bhagavan. So can you describe that experience? And also, in that particular environment, you had some experience also. So can you explain the first meeting with Bhagavan?
Yes, I remember as if it were yesterday. It's very interesting how memory works, no? But this memory is present. I remember we was in the Laksa Road hotel, not hotel, this building, convention building.
Yeah, Marwari Yuvak Sangh. Yes.
Near Vivekananda, and this area. And we was waiting for him outside, and you were there, Swami Premananda were there, some of you were there with the miridangas, or here, ready for him arriving, and I was with we went to India with Paula and Maria, and we were Maurice Fair, lot of
25
about 15, 20 people, I don't remember.
25.
Okay. And so we were distracted. We was waiting for some who. It was the matter of our traveling, but we wasn't that much. I was not. I didn't realize the impact. I thought, okay, I'm gonna meet someone, and And maybe during that month, things will happen. Maybe. I was open to that. But I didn't realize what was going to happen at that very first moment. And so when he arrived, I knew it because all you became more more. Hey, he's coming. I could felt it in the environment how he was arriving, and then he went down from car from the street. It was a long way from the street to the building, and he came walking. And so, while he was walking to us, music start, and Maha Mantra start, Hare Krishna, and wow, that moment, and Premananda was so sweet chanting, and I didn't expect that moment was so like fresh water in the desert, incredible. At that moment, he didn't arrive yet. My mind started to be so impressed that I just could be on present. There was not more distractions, no more distractions, and this focus becomes bigger and bigger at the moment he was arriving. And so when he arrived, we circled him and we went into the building, and we came into the hall, and then we did circle, and he was in the middle, like dancing like this, and very happy. And I was a little bit behind because I am a big guy, and I don't feel comfortable being in front. So for the people, no. So I just remained behind in that circle, watching him dancing. And I remember that moment, my mind was still, my heart was joy, and a thought came into my mind that said, I want to become like him. This was my first thought. I remember very, very clear. I want to become like him. This is it. Yeah. This is it. Right. And then he started dancing, moving his hand. And while he moved the hand in the direction I felt waves. I am not this type of person. I have people in my environment who see the auras and see colors and feel things which are energetic things. I am not that much like this. I am more root, more from the earth, and so it impressed me so much. Every time he moved his hand in my direction, waves in my heart. So from the very beginning, I just could surrender to that power, and a very amazing trip starts.
Yeah. So, Manel, what happened on that day? Because on the day when you went to Sarnath, you were not in your own, own place. You were completely like lost. And Bhagavan told me to talk to you. So I took you, I was with you, and I took you away from everybody, and we had a talk. So, but before that, you had a very strong experience. So can you explain, can you elaborate that experience with us? Share that experience.
Yes, this is the key experience of my life. After that, I had few more, not that much, but this one was already. Now I am trying to understand, to go deeper in that experience. I feel it's a type of realization. I don't know what name put to it, but it was it broke my mind completely, and it was so pleasant. It wasn't hard. It was not a difficult sensation. It was so nice sensation. The thing is that we was in the ashram there where you are now in Varanasi, downstairs, and we was doing the kirtan Mahamantra and evening Mahamantra after satsang, and it was maybe the 15th day, 20th. I don't know. We was maybe in the half of the trip, more or less. We were a month. We were a month doing this dynamics. No morning time. satsang Mahamantra, evening time satsang Mahamantra, this every day. Now I realize how lucky and how fortunate we were at that moment. Well, and so I was chanting when the Mahamantra starts. It was always amazing, and we always party the Mahamantra a lot, and always I had the sensation of losing my having no more air. I don't know how to say it in English. I lose my
breathlessness.
Yeah. And normally I didn't take care of that, and I still chant. But at that day I didn't. I said, "Hey, wait! My body is telling me to stop. I can't keep on." So I stopped, and I sat on one step where I sit every time I go to the ashram. Is not because I sit always to the same place, because for me it's a very special place. I sat there, and people kept on Hare Krishna jumping and very, very hard. But at the moment I sat, everything became still. Even outside, everything was very crowdy and strong, and sound strong, and everything was very strong. In my mind, everything became very still. And the sensation that I had the sensation that I was sat there in that step, maybe, I don't know the time, maybe 1 hour, maybe 2 hours, I don't know. Maybe it was half an hour and it was less than, I don't know. But it was a long time that I was sat there. Mahamantra finished, Bhagwan went out upstairs, everyone went to take chai there in the corner. And and I just couldn't move. But I could. I had the ability to move. But I didn't have the desire to do it.
Yes.
It's like that I got empty of desires. I got totally, I was completely satisfied. I didn't need anything. I was just no desire, no thoughts. Awake. I could move my head and watch through my eyes. I was there.
Yes. True.
And so I think it was you or someone, some Swami, I don't know who was, maybe it was you, that helped me to stand up and took me to a room that now doesn't exist anymore. Now it's a bathroom, I think.
Yeah, that was my room actually.
It was a room behind the temple.
Yeah, that was my room. Yes, I used to stay in that room.
And then it was a very dark room, no window, and I lied on the bed, and that moment was the best one. Because I could close my eyes and I could just like rest. And when I closed my eyes, wow, I at that moment I realized that there is something deep inside. Because before that, when I closed my eyes, it was me watching outside with my eyes closed. So it was very boring. You know what I mean? My attention was outside, but my eyes was closed before that. That moment when I closed my eyes, inside of me was like, I cannot describe it. But I wasn't outside of myself. I could open my eyes, I could stand up, but I didn't want to. I just want to be there. And so I stayed there for I don't know how long, till we had to go to Sarnath. And that's why in Sarnath I was like, everything was pure.
I remember that time when I took you, besides, and I was talking to you, and would you take some water and this and that? Yes, I remember that time. Bhagavan was very happy. Bhagavan was very happy, and the picture that we had with all of everybody who came from Europe and Bhagavan, that picture also Bhagavan used to like very much, and it was in his room for a long time. So Manel, after this, you went back to Barcelona.
Now you can go.
Huh?
Now you can go.
Yeah, now you can go. And then you went back to Barcelona. Bhagavan went to Kolkata and you went to Barcelona. Now, then what happened? What was the difference that you faced? What were the challenges that you faced?
Many. Yes, many. I had to rebuild my life, and I had this relationship with Paula. Good Bhagwan told us to try to build a family, so we had Theo, and but our relationship wasn't good at all with Paula, and then it finished. And but this was like the first 2 years was very difficult, a lot of things moving and crises and emotional things, and finally when I got divorced from Paula, it was 2008, and I before I did that, when I was in the first 2 years after knowing Bhagavan, no, from 2006 to 2008, because Paula is very fire, and you know how is she, no, always doing, and she knew Bhagavan the year before, so she was more like into it. And when I was with her that 2 years, she was the one who promote meetings at home and doing. Had the altar and everything. It seems that I was like behind, just approaching her movement. And at the moment I get divorced from her, at that moment I realized that I had to do something by myself. That I had to start. That I had to do something to do not lose contact with the practice, with him, with you, that I had to be more active. That's why I decided to open this space on the Mondays in Happy Yoga, where I offered till today Maha Mantra, meditation, and at the very beginning it was just that, Maha Mantra and meditation. And this was something important in my life. When I started doing I remember Bhagwan when he told us to come back to Spain, he told us to mix, to build family, people, to mix with the people, as well to work, to offer, to give what we got. And for me, this part of the journey was very, very important to start doing that. Then I came back to India. I met him again. I explained him what I was doing, and he told me, "Okay, very good, but you should talk." And yes. And I said, "Speak about what? Just speak about your experience." And that's why that space become also a satsang space. And at the time I started speaking, people start coming. At the beginning, doesn't. I was 2 years doing it alone. Every Monday, no one came during 2 years. But it was for me, you know what I mean? It was my practice, offer it open. If someone wants to come, okay. If no one comes, I'm doing my practice. This was my setup, no? Okay. And so since that day, I didn't stop. From 2008, I started doing all this seva, and
yeah. So, Manel, one question that I would like to ask you is that when you came to Bhagavan in 2006, at that time, he was already considered to be a God incarnate by most of his devotees, or disciples. You enter into an environment where you see some people consider or address somebody as God, and that person also is very like ordinary person. He talks, he mixes with everyone very ordinarily. There is no aura. There is no, nothing extraordinary in him. So tell me, how did you feel about that? And what do you think? People who consider him to be God, what do you think about this? Tell me about that.
I never considered him an ordinary person, because I had a very huge experience inside myself from the first second. I never had this. It's very, Swamiji, it's very difficult when we came back here at the beginning, and we was just 5 or 6 crazy guys in Barcelona that we didn't know each other that much as well. Had to handle this experience here, but it wasn't that difficult at the point where the experience that I got with him was so deep, and at the beginning, everything became so. When I had the first experiences with him, the first thing I could understand at that moment is that I don't know. I don't know nothing really. I don't know nothing really. Everything I thought that I know, that I can do some source of mathematic knowledge about universe and cosmos, and have my philosophy, and I felt so smart and young, but I didn't know nothing. So, and also the 1 month being with him, receiving satsang, it was very wow. I got a lot of information, rich information, and one thing I realize is that I cannot. I cannot. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but it's like that. My opinion about things are not relevant anymore, because it is what it is.
No, I'm saying that, what I'm trying to say is that.
Yes, I understand.
Means, did you feel that Godhood within him?
I feel something that I don't know which name I have to put to it. I don't know if it's God, if it's not God, I don't know nothing. That's what I'm trying to say. That at the same time that there is people that can judge that, no, he's an ordinary man, and you were so needy, and now blah, blah, blah. And some other people that is very close to him saying he's God himself, and this and this. In the point that I was at that moment, it was, I don't know what it is, but it's something very, very pure. I cannot judge it. I cannot say what it is, what it is not. Maybe it's called God. Maybe. I don't know. That's why I'm saying I didn't really care about it. It's just more about, I remember when I told you that I like to be behind because I am big and I don't feel comfortable being in front. And he always said to me, come. And he put me in the middle, very in the front line, a lot of times. And when he did that to me, every time that he did that to me, he asked me, Manu, how are you? I never had answer for him. It was like I was empty. This is very rare. This experience I cannot describe. I am, that I like to talk. I chant. I meet with people. I'm very social. But when I was with him, I felt that I had no words. My mind always got still. And then it's God, it's not God, it's we have more lives in the future. I don't know nothing. I don't really know nothing. I just know that I felt love and stillness, and I accept the way of, if we say he was God himself, yes. I remember once he told that the only difference between him and us is that he realized what he is and we didn't. And he told us, but you don't need to realize samadhi. You need to realize that you already realized samadhi. So then what it means. If he's God himself, and my only difference between him and me is that I don't know what am I and he knows, then we all are God itself. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't care about it. I just care about love.
Yes, that is true. That is true. That the one thing that we all can relate is the love that we have received from him, which is which is beyond any comparison. We have never experienced such love from anybody or from anywhere. That is true. Now, Manu, if you have to remember Bhagavan, just like you have a lot of memories of Bhagavan. Whenever you think about Bhagavan, what is the first thing that comes to your mind?
Last days, last months, I cannot think that much about it. It's difficult. I remember a lot when the image of him receiving us 11 nights.
You've been to him, no? This last February, I think.
Yeah, I've been with him last February. It was
on the 24th.
2 days or 3 days with a lot of people in my back. But when we did,
I still have the video with me now that he was sitting there and everybody was like so happy to see him.
But my memories from him are, I don't know how to say it. I have many times with him in very rich memories about him inside of me. Times when he was youngest, after. I don't have a predilection of time. I remember very much the impact that I received the last time when he went to Barcelona. Last time that he went to Barcelona, that we had the opportunity to organize for him everything, and then he came back to India, to Calcutta, and we had to go with a group on just a month of difference, and they were so happy. Everyone was so happy and about what happened to Barcelona. And so when we arrived with the group, it was late night. It was about 11 night, but he was still awake and he was waiting us seated in the sofa where the people sit when he comes to visit him, not at his sofa, but the sofa, because from that sofa he could watch the street. So when we arrived from the street and we went to the ashram just to say hello and go bed, the curtains opened and he was just sat there waiting for us. And I don't know, I feel so blessed about it, so blessed about his presence in my life.
That program, I remember the program that you have done. He was very happy. And the best thing about that program was he was just seated there. He didn't say a word. He was just seated there, and so many people, like 700 people, they were all dancing and they were all in their best ecstatic mood, and they were all like great, mad, divine madness. Everybody was like mad in love and in divinity. He was very happy. He was very happy. And the next day when you came to meet him, he was not that well at that time. It was like, he just went to bed. But when I told him that Manu has come, so he said, let him come. And, I have seen how he loved you. He like embraced you, and in the night, when you came to see him. So what is your future plan, Manu? What do you want to do in your life?
I'm not very focused to my future last times. I am feeling that I don't want to keep on being this Manu Om. I would love to stop just for a while, but it's not possible. My kids, my sons here, I feed them from there. And I don't know. When I think about him, I remember a man who didn't stop. He was Bhagwan 24 hours. He wasn't Bhagwan sometimes,
So
and then and I understand that this is the way of being. I have to keep on walking, just obeying my heart, and I have not really plans from maybe the next year. I have some projects, but I don't feel it's interesting to talk about it. It's the same projects I had, and always the goal of that projects are, of course, open this Bhakti and open this experience to the people most is possible. But
so
I don't have
Manu,
the feeling of doing it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. So suppose you have an opportunity to sing a song before Bhagwan. Suppose Bhagwan is sitting here and he asks you to sing a song, to, to dedicate a song to him. Which song would you like to sing to him?
You told me to imagine that I have him in front of me and my mind
Yes.
feel
Just
again.
imagine that he is there and he told you, asked you, my son, sing a song. So which will be that song?
Yeah, I have many. I remember that he always liked when I sing in Spanish. That he
Okay,
always
can you sing that one, the one that you'd like to sing before him?
mm. Invocar a la luz y al amor, al poder que hay en mí, invocar al ángel de luz. Invocar a la luz y al amor, al poder que hay en ti, invocar al ángel de luz. Respirar en la quietud, entregarse a aceptar. Si permites que suceda, el amor te inundará. Respirar en la quietud, entregarse a aceptar. Si permites que suceda, el amor te inundará. Sentir y no pensar, sentir con todo mi ser, sentir a Dios en mí, como Dios está dentro de mí. Sentir y no pensar, sentir con todo mi ser, sentir a Dios en mí, como Dios está dentro de mí. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you. Manel, I know that, it's very painful. It's very painful. Bhagavan is not there. And in those last days, in every step, you were there and we communicated with each other. And it's really very, very, very sad. Now, the thing is, what is the difference now? Before he was there, you could connect with him, you could talk to him. What is the difference that you see in your life?
What I feel is not that, how to say it, this sadness, I don't feel pain about it. It's very full of love. And at the same time, we got used to have Bhagavan far away from him. You as well, Varanasi. I mean, you're closer.
But I thought like this,
time you get used to be not in his presence. So I got used to have a connection with him. Más allá del cuerpo, beyond body. So at that point, I don't feel that much difference now. I mean, I have already a connection with him. At the moment that a few years ago, I started to feel him in other places, in other situations, in inside of me, outside of me. It was anymore a man in Calcutta. At the same time, there is human aspects of my relation with him, which he was for me like a father, like one of my best friends, And so in that point, I feel this sadness. I feel this sad, and I feel that I don't want to be exposed to being on stage. I don't feel like being exposed right now. But as I say, I feel that also part of this journey of his sadhana, it's to keep on working, to keep on going on that stage if this is what God's plans for me. I am just obeying. That's what I'm saying. And opportunities are always growing all around me. I don't know why people feel what they feel through my voice. I mean, I can understand it have to be something related to him, because before it didn't happen. It started happening after him. Of course, it has something to be with him, but for me, it's a mystery. It just happened, and so I'm so grateful. I can do this. I can live because of that. I can feed my family because of that. My whole life changed because of him, because of his love. And I see how people who comes to us, to me, to our work, also change their lives, and they become happier and more free in their life. Of course, a lot of work to do have to be done yet. But so, I mean, I feel this, I respect it, and at the same time, I keep on working. And Bhagwan is still there. And now it's very curious, Swamiji, because I don't want to be on the stage, but now is when the stages become crowdier and the experiences become deeper. I am doing the same thing. I didn't change the way I do things, but the experience is becoming deeper, more profound and strong. People say to me that they see me very changed, that now they feel me more quiet, more, and yeah, I don't know, maybe this is the thing.
Yeah, Manu, I can also see the change in you. There is a change. I can see that there is a change. Your eyes have changed, your face has changed, and I pray to God that you grow and grow. Now, do you have any message to the world? Anything that you would like to say to the people of this world?
I just can say a very simple thing, which is love, and more love. I feel this is the only thing. And when we try to understand why this, why that, just love, and then continue loving, and this is our real nature. And when we do that, and when we practice love, and we keep on practicing love, we get in touch with our real nature, and just everything can becomes good, and this world deserves, not just human world, the whole world deserved, have the capacity, have the base to be a heaven on earth. It's we live in a beautiful place, and we have the ability to surrender, to be sweet, to be thankful, to forgive, to have compassion. So yes, for me is how, as Bhagavan says, love is the main thing.
Thank you, Manu. Thank you, Manel. We had a very good discussion, and I hope that people who will listen to this, they will get benefited from your experiences with Bhagavan, your experiences of the divine. So we have some people here. Premalika is here. So I'd like to ask Premalika, how did she feel by hearing to Manel? Premalika, are you there? Yes.
Yes, I'm here. Yeah, very, very soft, very beautiful, and the song brings back a lot of memories, so I could not keep it dry.
Yeah, yes,
Because
that
was
song.
my
That
yeah,
song is the favorite song of Bhagavan. Bhagavan loved that song. And when we came back, from that tour to India, Bhagavan told me, "Do you have that song?" I said, "Yes." "Can you put this song in my mobile?" And I put that song in his mobile. So he used to love that song, and that song and the memories with that song is enormous. Yes, you're true. It's true.
Yes, it's incredible. With this tour in 2019 in Barcelona, it was so, it brings back so many beautiful memories, and the sweetness of Bhagwan. So thank you. Thank you, Manel.
So we have Meola here. Meola, can you tell us how did you feel by listening to Manel? Are you driving? You're driving a car. So is it possible that you speak? You have to unmute your microphone.
It's a little bit difficult because I have to concentrate on the road. I'm sorry. But it's really beautiful. Like you said, it is really beautiful. I want to thank you very much. Also,
thank you.
Because,
Yes, also?
He speaks really with the heart, with all the love inside.
Yes, it's true. So we have Bapadito. So we also have Bapadito with us. So Bapadito, how did you feel?
It's really nice to see Manu. Like I feel like he has deep love for Bhagavan, and when he talks about Bhagavan, it feels that Manu is doing wonderful. Like he has deep love for Bhagavan, and Bhagavan has touched Manu deep inside. And I always enjoy you talking or like doing program, and it was a good opportunity for me to meet you in Varanasi and
Yeah.
Barcelona as well. So it really nice. Like Bhagavan has some special. Bhagavan has installed something special in the people of, like in the heart of the people of Barcelona, and we can see it in Manu, through Paula. So it's nice to listen to Manu.
Thank you. So, Sangam ji, आप हैं? Sangam ji, are you there? Sangam ji from Mumbai.
Yes.
Sangam ji, did you hear the conversation?
Yeah, I love it. Love the conversations. I want to see the transformation in myself also.
Yeah. Bhagavan will surely help you, and Bhagavan will surely bless you.
I'm so grateful.
Sangam ji is a very kind-hearted businessman from Mumbai. He has paid for the publications of my book. The book with Love Swami Prabodhananda, we didn't have any copy. So he, sponsored the whole book. And I went to Mumbai sometime before and I met him. So he's a very kind person. He does a lot of, charitable work all over Mumbai. So, and this is my brother Manel and Premalika. ये बापादित्य को भी आप देखे होंगे. And Miola. This is Sangam Gupta ji from Mumbai. So
Nice
we
to
did
meet you.
some programs.
Sorry to disturb you. I am nothing. I cannot do anything. It's a great.
Sangam ji also arranged our stay in Mumbai. From now, next time when we go, even if we go like 10 people, then also, we will have a place to stay in Mumbai, a very good place, just close to the airport. And he's a very good man. Thank you. So today, our program comes to an end. I'm really happy about Manel. He is, we congratulate you about your success for Bhakti Yoga, that the Bhakti festival that you have done in Barcelona. And now Manel is going to USA, isn't it? When are
Mexico
you
going? And US, yes.
When?
Day after tomorrow. Going to first,
tomorrow.
Yeah, North Mexico, and then Chicago, and then Washington, and then back home, and then we come to Varanasi on November.
Yeah, sure. I'm here. I'm waiting for you to come to Varanasi, and we can have our time together. So, thank you, and I wish you all the success in these tours, and I wish that the message of Bhagavan, the message of love that Bhagavan always always had for us, that love flow through you, Bhagavan speak through you, Bhagavan spirit get transfused through you into people. Thank you everybody.
Thank you.
Jai Bhagavan.
Jai Bhagwan.